All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be talking about Nikee and Nothing But the Truth. The situation is getting heated up, folks. I've been seeing all the responses, I guess, from Nikee PRP to different people in the comment section and the things she's been posting on her Instagram story feed. It looks like she must be triggered by what Nothing But the Truth has been putting out over the last 2 days or so. Information about her and CJ So Cool and Deep Bake. So we're just gonna get right into it, folks.
What's good, YouTube? I got some sweet tea here. When I say it's sweet tea, messy sweet tea at that. But you already know I'm not
Nasty sweet tea. Man, that doesn't sound like all that sweet. It sounds like pretty sour.
the type of person to bring up the past, especially when people heal from it and move from it. But since everybody out here bringing up the past, let me bring up the past. I was holding on to this for like 3 months and ain't released it to the media and nothing. Because when it first came to me, I'm like, nah, you lying. You know, people like to make up lies. And I'm like, hey, who you is? Like, is it reliable source? There was a reliable source. They told me D-Bake is a liar and he slept with Nikee first. I'm like, nah.
Whoa. Whoa. Wow. So according to Nothing But the Truth, she says she received information that D-Bake, CJ So Cool's best friend, slept with Nikee. That's crazy.
D-Bake can't sleep with Nikee because Nikee is CJ So Cool baby mama and D-Bake and CJ So Cool is like brothers. They best friend. They grew up with each other. They told me, hey, it's true. D-Bake slept with Nikee first. Nikee is a thought. And CJ ended up sleeping with Nikee. Go watch his story.
I mean, I'm not, if this is true, I don't know, because I haven't been really watching CJ So Cool's channel for a long time. I know there's people that watch him since like a decade ago or whenever he started on YouTube. I only started watching him probably like a little bit before the home invasion, like probably a few months before the home invasion. I know I really started actually paying attention to CJ So Cool when he did, I mean, I guess him and CJ on 32s did collabs, but it's only when CJ on 32. It's actually when Lexi started getting in the picture, when CJ So Cool first introduced her as the assistant. That's like right around that time frame. So I don't really know about him and Nikee. I know I've been getting a lot of comments. People are like, you should expose Nikee. I don't really know a whole lot about Nikee. And I don't really expose females. Like I might have exposed 1 or 2 females. It's not really my forte. But she posted something here in this video. You guys can't see it unless you actually play the video that Nothing But the Truth put out there. And it says here, D-Bake is a liar and a yes man for CJ. I mean, he is a yes man. Anybody that hangs around CJ So Cool and CJ on 32s are pretty much yes man. CJ always footed the bill for him and his family. D-Bake is a chronic cheater and is currently living with a woman, not his wife, and has left her with his first child, which is not hers. He failed to mention he was dating Nikee first. That's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's not totally alarming because I know there's a lot of guys that share women. But I mean, I really don't know that.
Time video he tell you. So I end up going over there watching CJ's story time video. So I listened to the story and I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna play the story and I want y'all to listen.
So there's another message here. It says, yes, Nikee sleep with D-Bake first. When Nikee saw CJ at the gas station when she was pregnant, he told her to call D-Bake. He was the dad. So they slept with her in the same month. That's interesting. Now, this is all according to whomever is messaging Nothing But the Truth. So that identity is unclear. I don't know. That's somebody that must be like friends with Nikee PRP or maybe friends with CJ So Cool. That's unclear.
As I listen. So y'all listen to the story. Just listen to the story real quick.
I totally forgot about Nikee. I like totally forgot about her. It was just, she was just one of the thotties, you know, that's how it was supposed to be anyway. She ended up calling my phone, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in Walmart, man. I was in Wally World. I had just got a buggy. I was with my friend Daniel D-Bake. He was with me. She texted me a picture of a freaking pregnancy test, right? I'm looking at this pregnancy test. I'm like, what does this mean? I don't know what this means. Why you texting it to me anyway? So my friend Daniel D-Bake, he like, what is this? Let me see. He snatched.
Man, I'm just like curious to know that CJ So Cool ever wear condoms. Like, why is he like? I'm just reacting to what I'm listening to. I don't know if this stuff is true or not true. If him and D-Bake share the same woman, or maybe she just slept with all of CJ So Cool's friends. I don't know, because I haven't been really following her that much to know about her. But it's not totally alarming because, like I said before, there's a lot of guys. Like, I know a lot of guys, like, personally, that share women all the time, but they don't really, like, go on to date them long term, but they would sleep with the same person.
The phone, right? He like, oh, hell no, this ain't yours. He starts texting for me. I'm like looking like, what the heck? He starts texting like, you tripping, bitch. This is not my nigga CJ, baby. Do not text him no more. Just going in, like, you know what I'm saying? I got your back, bro. I'm like, you know what? That's what's up, because that's exactly what I was finna say. Because that ain't my baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you. I just hit you up because I was mad at my girl.
So the supporter reached back out to me. She said, hey, did you watch the video? I'm like, yeah, I watched the video. What's up? I seen a part that you was talking about where D-Bake and CJ was in Walmart, and he took CJ's phone and responded to Nikee and say, hey, this not my homeboy, baby, you thought. She said, yeah, because Nikee and CJ ain't really know each other, and D-Bake knew he just smashed Nikee in the same month CJ smashed Nikee. So how can she be pregnant when she didn't even know who the daddy was? I'm like, what? She didn't know which one was their baby daddy. She said she only depended it on CJ because CJ, you know, was the most popular dude out there versus D-Bake. So she wanted CJ. So I said, I thought Nikee and CJ had a relationship prior to her getting pregnant. She said Nikee and CJ ain't even know each other before that one night stand. Nikee just was a Gary thought. CJ and Samantha was engaged. I said, what? CJ was engaged to Samantha? I thought he got engaged to Nikee. She said Nikee and CJ got into a relationship 3 days after Camari was born. She said, go watch the sit-down video with Samantha and CJ. She tell it all. So let me insert that clip.
Hold on, let me replay this last part again, because I heard it, but I didn't quite hear it about when Camari was born. Let me replay this part again, because
I said, what? CJ was engaged to Samantha? I thought he got engaged to Nikee. She said Nikee and CJ got into a relationship 3 days after Camari was born.
CJ and Nikee got in a relationship 3 days after Camari was born. Like, that doesn't make sense. Hold on.
What? CJ was engaged to Samantha? I thought he got engaged to Nikee. She said Nikee and CJ got into a relationship 3 days after Camari was born. She said, go watch the sit down.
So, I don't know. That part I have questions for. Like, she says CJ and Nikee got engaged 3 days after Camari was born.
Engaged to Nikee. She said Nikee and CJ got into a relationship 3 days after Camari was born.
So, I mean, that could raise the question whether Camari is or is not his daughter. But if they got in a relationship, I mean, it could be that CJ slept with her before they got into a relationship, and that could be his daughter. Like, Camari does look like CJ. Like, she might not look like him like the way the twins look like him, but she definitely, like, I can tell, like, there is some resemblance to, she does resemble her father, like CJ. So I don't think that, because I've seen, like, some people saying that Camari might not be his daughter. I don't think CJ is that dumb, to be honest, that he's going to raise his best friend's daughter. I can't picture it.
She said, go watch the sit-down video with Samantha and CJ. She tell it all. So let me insert that clip, because this is some messy-ass shit right here.
I think it's well overdue.
But I'm apologizing for. Oh, wait, what?
For what you did on my birthday.
Wait, what happened to your birthday?
You and Nikee.
Wait, when is your birthday?
November 8th.
So November 8th, we did what?
Y'all got into a relationship.
Y'all wait for part 2.
So we're actually going to play part 2. but I still don't know. Like I didn't quite hear about D-Bake and Nikee. Like I didn't hear the part about whether D-Bake actually had a relationship with Nikee. That's the confusing part. But you guys that follow
Wake up
them,
to your Wawa favorites. All your favorite Sizzlies are 2 for $5, like the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
So this is
so those of you guys that follow Nikee and CJ for a while, I don't really follow Nikee, so I don't really like I know about her or of her, but I don't know her like her whole lifetime on YouTube. So I don't know if she has dated D-Bake in the past. That seems like new news for me.
part two of this messy tea. So we already know that Nikee was officially a one night stand. CJ was engaged to Samantha around the time he met Nikee. D-Bake has slept with Nikee allegedly, according to the source. So
Okay, so it is allegedly. Okay, so now it makes sense because I didn't quite hear where Nikee and D-Bake slept together. That didn't make sense. The whole thing that they got in a relationship after Camari was born, that might make sense. Like, people do that a lot. People might hook up and then, a baby is born and then they have to have a relationship because it just looks awful. But D-Bake and Nikee, that seems weird. And I don't know that CJ would be dumb enough to still be friends with a guy like. So that part is unclear to me.
let's jump back into that video with Samantha and CJ talking about the situation surrounding Nikee pregnancy.
Oh, mistake.
This girl was so nice to me. When Nikee got pregnant, she was supporting the situation.
Yes, because I don't know.
You don't remember nothing.
I don't think you wanted to tell me because you thought we would break up.
Of course.
But I remember taking you to Dr. Stang's office. I think that was her.
Wow, you remember the doctor's name, but you can't remember? Let me get some water.
Yeah, drink on.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, sometimes I don't really like believe everything CJ says because I can't tell if he's serious or he's joking, or if he's just playing mind games. So oftentimes I don't know if whatever he's putting out on video is actually true, or if it's a joke, or if it's just mind games, because he contradicts himself all the time, and we kind of picked up on it a few times when he talked about royalty. Like I dropped a video probably like a week or two ago. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out, where he labeled royalty as a kidnapper, but then when he was breaking up with Lexi, he said that she was helping him out with the kids. So it's just like things like that, the terms he uses, like sometimes I don't know if he's really joking or really telling the truth or playing mind games. So it is what it is.
I didn't even remember the doctor's name.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I dropped him off there because I was just like, I have 2 children and I don't want to be with anyone, what I'm saying? Because at the time we were engaged. So I'm like, it's not going to be a good look.
I forgot we was engaged.
Mm-hmm. You forgot our pictures?
I cheated on my fiance.
Yes.
Got a girl pregnant and then proposed to that girl.
In a church. I was like,
I got a lot of views on Facebook for that.
before the Lord.
Okay. Most High, I'm sorry.
So y'all already know I gotta do my own investigation on this situation. So something said go watch Nikee and CJ sit down video because like the supporter told me, pay attention to things they say. They like to tell on each other. So I went to watch Nikee and CJ sit down video, and guess what they said? And I'm not really gonna tell y'all, I'm just inserted in this clip.
I'm like, she really, really pregnant. So now I'm calling my boy D-Bake. D-Bake, what do I do? She pregnant. He like, man, tell her it's mine. I'm like, what? I'm like, that must be my best friend, baby. That ain't my baby. I'm just trying to make her annoyed at the moment. And
Now let's be real, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that seems a little weird, but the thing is, there's no real concrete, there's no real solid I want to say like proof. There's no real solid proof that Nikee and D-Bake had a relationship. It sounds like it could be. There's a possibility, allegedly, something along those lines, but there's nothing really all that solid there. I mean, it sounds like he cheated a lot in the past. He was a player, but I just can't see the connection that D-Bake and Nikee were ever in ever had a sexual encounter. It sounds like there could have been one, or like just sounds like it, but there's nothing really there. There's nothing there, if you know what I mean. Like, you can listen to this and it sounds kind of weird, but it's still not enough.
Calling my boy D-Bake. Man, what do I do? She pregnant. He like, man, she really, really pregnant. So now I'm calling my boy D-Bake. Man, what do I do? She pregnant. He like, man, tell her it's mine. I'm like, what? I'm like, that must be my best friend, baby. That ain't my baby. You know, I'm just trying to make her annoyed.
He said he's trying to make her annoyed. I don't know. It could be. It could be that D-Bake slept with her first and then CJ slept with her afterwards, and then she got pregnant and he's like, what do I do? I don't know, but like I said, I don't oftentimes know if CJ's telling the truth or he's joking around. He sounds like he's joking around, because why would I call my best friend that I know? Like, let's just assume that everything is true, that she did have an encounter with D-Bake, and I'm D-Bake's friend. Like, why would I call my friend and be like, yo, that girl that you slept with is now pregnant? What do I do? Like, I just don't know that I would have a conversation like that with my best friend. Like, again, I don't know. It could be true, but it's just, there's nothing that is like 100% solid sticking out to me.
At the point, at the moment, and
Now, let's be real, let's be honest. If Nikee and D-Bake never had sex, no sexual relation, why would CJ blame D-Bake and say that's D-Bake baby? Why would D-Bake say, hey, tell her that's my baby, if they never had sex? Y'all keep up with me. And what put the icing on the cake? Remember the video with Tavy and Nikee and CJ did this loyalty test? I want y'all to go back to that video. At the beginning of the video, Nikee and CJ talk about Nikee sleeping with his friend. And I'm finna insert that clip. Like, this supporter was not lying. Nikee slept with 2 friends. And it's happened that CJ was the father of her child, and that's who she wanted it to be. CJ and Nikee never had a relationship. Well, according to the rumors around Gary, Nikee was a thought. But hey, how this situation is looking, it confirms it.
always gonna be there.
But would I do that to you? I would never mess with Lexi, or I would never
Or
entertain.
Or anyone I've ever known.
That was the because I didn't know that y'all were friends.
Or anyone I've ever known.
That was the because I didn't know that y'all were friends.
Or anyone I've ever known.
That was the because I didn't know that y'all were friends.
See, this is what it, like, I'm going to give you guys my opinion. It sounds like there was something going on between CJ So Cool and Nikee in the past. It might have been that she had a sexual encounter or hooked up with one of CJ So Cool's friend. But the way they discuss it is like, it's kind of like a coverted language, like it's a cover-up language. There's no real names disclosed. So I guess one could assume, allegedly, that it was D-Bake, but there's nothing really like sticking out saying it was D-Bake. So I don't know if it was D-Bake. I really wasn't following Nikee around like many years ago to know all her relationships, but a lot of people, I guess, think it might have been D-Bake. It could have been D-Bake, but if you listen to it, it's all pretty much coverted language. It could have been CJ on 32s. It could have been any of CJ So Cool's other friends. Had he actually put a name to it, I think at that point I would have been like, yeah, that could have been D-Bake. That was D-Bake, but I don't know. I don't know if it was D-Bake, because, like I said, to me, there's no real name. They didn't drop the names, So it could have been any of CJ So Cool's friends. It could have been a friend that CJ So Cool was friends with back then that he's no longer with now. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching.